Welcome back to CryptosRus. I'm George. We're all George. So, what happened today? What did this guy say that spooked the markets? Was it him or was it everyone else? Because we have so many Fed governors now chiming in about the economy and absolutely just halted today's progress. So, what did he say exactly? Well, that's the thing. Powell didn't say much today. He did have a meeting, and he said that the economy is still working through the impact of the pandemic. But what does that mean? Are we going to get more rate hikes, right? How is the economy? He didn't really say a whole lot, right? So that wasn't so bad. But you have another Fed governor saying that, hey, we're at a point where we could process or proceed carefully on monetary policy. Again, what does that mean? Are we going to get another rate hike or not? That's what people want to know, right? Are we going to get another rate hike? And no one said anything. And, here's the kicker. We have like 6 more Fed governors that will be talking the remainder of this week, right? So is someone going to say something? No one really knows. That's why, you see today, right? You have a little green, you have a little red. No one really knows. This morning, Bitcoin kicked off really, really strong. 28,000, went up to 28.5, and since then it came back down again to 27.5, which is still, it's not all is lost. We're still higher than our 26.8, 26.5, right? We're still a full 1,000 point up. But unfortunately, we lost some of that momentum today because I feel like people don't know what to do, right? How to react to the Fed. People are still scared of the Fed, right? As they should be because, of course, the Fed can increase the Fed fund rate once again, right? And that will be no good. And people are scared of that, right? And also, look at this. The DXY jumped up even higher today to 107. We haven't seen these levels for a very, very long time. Very long time, right? So when DXY goes up, generally speaking, it also doesn't help Bitcoin. But the good thing is the correlation between U.S. markets and DXY from Bitcoin is getting bigger and bigger. Bitcoin is no longer so dependent or so inversely moving with the DXY or with NASDAQ. That's the thing, right? Bitcoin is getting stronger. So even though we lost a little bit of momentum, that's okay because Bitcoin is the way. Even Elon today, endorsed Bitcoin indirectly. How? Well, Wall Street Silver, whoever this person is, what's a scam that's so normalized that we don't even realize the scam anymore? Elon tweeted out Fiat Currency. Okay. Elon understands. He understands, as so many other people do, that fiat is the biggest scam out there. You can't trust the governments. You can't trust the central banks. You certainly can't trust the Fed to do what's right for the people. No, that's not what they're doing. Even though Fed Chair Powell keeps saying, we're doing this to help people that are really, really struggling, trying to get inflation down, right? But who's causing that inflation? It's like the left hand is trying to stop the right hand, right? And the right hand in this case is just the government that's overprinting and overborrowing. That's why we have inflation. That's why we're just like stacking up the debt at an uncontrollable rate. And then you have the other hand, which is Fed Chair Powell, that's trying to stop inflation, right? So it's like they're fighting each other. So that's why fiat is a scam. That's why we have Bitcoin. This is the very reason why Bitcoin was created, right? Because distrust in governments and banks and institutions all around. So today, unfortunately, we lost a little bit of momentum. But if you have doubt and you zoom out, in this case, you zoom out to all the fiat out there versus the dollar over the last 10 years, right? There are some that held very well. Most did not. Okay, most have gone down double digits. Some are down 40, 50, 60, 70, 99.9998%. But the one thing that did not lose against the dollar is Bitcoin. Bitcoin over the last 10 years, up 21,369%, right? It is the one currency that does not care, right, about monetary policy or easing, does not care whether governments or institutions or whoever, does not care what they do, what kind of shenanigans they cause. Bitcoin continues to rise up and up and up over time because holders like you guys continue to hodl and DCA, and more people are starting to tune in. I mean, it's really that simple, right? So despite the fact, we lost some momentum today, that does not mean, okay, October is over. October is only 2 days, right? Bitcoin is still higher than it was in September, right? Bitcoin will continue forward, has not lost really any momentum. Here's another interesting chart. If you look at this, Bitcoin compared to gold, S&P 500, right, and CBOE, you look at it, treasuries have gone down, gold has gone down, S&P 500 gone down, but what didn't go down so far within the last month is Bitcoin. Bitcoin is up 10%, right? So again, earlier this stream, I was making this statement that, Bitcoin is decoupling away from traditional markets, DXY, in this case, even gold, is starting to show in a big way. You could clearly see it, right? And that's because more and more people are tuning to Bitcoin, realizing what's at stake and what's to come, more importantly, in 2024, right? This might be coming in 2024 too. Elon and X may be introducing their crypto wallet and payment services, right? It's been highly speculated, and we know they're working on it. So when is this going to be announced? This could be huge. This could be right around the corner, or it could be pushed in 2024. But if it comes out later this year, I would not be surprised. And who's to say that Elon won't open up Bitcoin payments once again for Teslas? It is now proven with 100% certainty that more than 50% of energy used to mine Bitcoin is clean energy, right? That's what Elon said. Hey, if it's over 50%, I'll open up Bitcoin payments again, right? So that could also be coming. And then also, of course, this highly anticipated X payment app, right, which will be utilizing crypto and fiat. I'm sure there's fiat involved, but utilizing Doge, maybe Bitcoin, Ethereum, maybe XRP, right? That would be absolutely huge as well. So this is another thing to look forward to. But I think 2024, there's plenty to look forward to outside of even this. This could be, I was saying the quad factor, right? I don't know if this counts as a fifth. I don't even know what's after quad. Cinco factor. I don't know how you say it, but this could be another one too. And also today we saw that Honda announced that they will also be accepting Bitcoin and Ethereum, right, as payment method. Honda's absolutely huge worldwide. Awesome in racing, awesome motorcycles, awesome power tools, or power equipment, awesome cars. I mean, they're in everything, right? So with this partnership with FCF Pay, you could buy a Honda Accord in the future with Bitcoin and Ethereum. That's fantastic. That's fantastic, right? What else is there? Well, according to this, the Gaussian channel, right? Again, if you don't believe, right? If you have doubts, when in doubt, zoom out, right? So this just goes all the way back. Just a really easy indicator to tell you if you should be buying or selling, right? And of course, there are red times. And then there's a lot of green times, right? Red times are when you should probably be selling, when you know Bitcoin is going bottom out. But when you're there, right, that's when you want to buy, because that's when we start flipping upwards. That's when the bull run starts, right? And we're definitely there. We hardly begun, right? There's just such a little green. But we are definitely on our way upwards to a new high. So this is definitely not time to be panicking or being fudded out by some, by some Fed, okay, or Fed governor or whatever naysayer that's spewing garbage out there, right? This is time to be greedy, not fearful. Outside of Bitcoin, we have some Ethereum news. Today was the opening day of Ethereum Futures ETF. Grayscale, they want to change their Ethereum Trust to a spot ETF. So we do have applicants for spot Ethereum ETF too. Grayscale, of course, is trying to convert their Bitcoin Trust into a Bitcoin spot ETF. Now they're trying to do it for Ethereum. Although, you know what? Ethereum's ETF debut had shockingly low volumes, right? Was not nearly as high as people thought. Overall, we had 7 different futures-based Ethereum ETFs launch, and just a volume about 1.7 million. That's it, okay? Right now, it does not surprise me, right? Not a whole lot of people are FOMO in right now. But wait until the bull market hits. This volume will grow very, very rapidly. Now, future-based ETFs really doesn't matter. Spot ETF is what matters. And we will get some Ethereum spot ETFs too. When we get them, that's when the buying will really drive prices of ETH higher. Just like Bitcoin spot ETFs will drive Bitcoin prices higher, right? So right now it's just like a stepping stone. It's going to get better. It's going to get better for sure, right? And let's not forget, ETH is still being burned. It is still deflationary. So that fact has not changed. All right. That's pretty much it. Overall today is still a good day. Despite the fact we came back down a little bit, right? We are still in the green. We are still in October. And just because the feds, I should say, scared off the market a little bit, that does not mean you should be scared off. There are so much goodness coming to the space. Fiat is garbage, like Elon says, right? This is the time to be DCAing and holding. It's really that simple. Okay? All right. Let's do some Q&A. There we go. Sam got it. If it's not the quadfecta, it's the pentafecta. Thank you for that. All right. Let's see if I missed anything. Tonight a light night. That's okay. That's okay. I'm still not feeling well. Obviously my voice is not 100%, right? Still, I caught something. I probably overloaded myself, a little too much traveling, too much talking, too much yelling at night, getting too close with some of the girls with daddy issues at night, who knows, combination of them. But yeah, I'm still looking to recover. Did I DCA Wednesday last week? I did. I remember I did. Or maybe not. It doesn't matter. I'll do it this week if I didn't do it last week. Georgia Unfiltered should be complete independent CRU, no cross promotion. I mean, there's a risk there, right? I thought it'd be a cool thing to do, to just do a podcast about whatever. Anything goes, right? But I could see how that turns some people off and brings the trolls on or whatever. So I know it could be a bad idea, but You know, I think that would be a pretty cool thing. I have a lot of opinions. A lot of opinions that I hold in, right? Because I don't, you know, I don't try to piss people off one way or another. Try not to be too controversial, but yeah, I got a lot of opinions about a lot of things. All right. Max B says George keeps people in the game with positivity. That's what I do. That's what I do. Jai Xiang, Jai Xian. I don't know. My wife will surprise people. I don't know what that means. I don't know what that means, if it's good or bad. Another George from Melbourne, Australia. Thank you. I don't know how to pronounce your last name, but I appreciate that. Thank you. I do. Hawk Age. Shout out to George. He's a real one. By the way, I'm 0.1 away from 1 Bitcoin. Congratulations. Congratulations. And getting married October 20th. Shout me out. Dylan and Kavita. Hopefully I said that right. Congratulations, you two. And keep on DCing. Hopefully it works out. Not to be pessimistic or anything, but yeah, I hope the best for you guys. Mustang Dark Horse. It's okay. It looks good. I have nothing against it. Leave that up. Long time no see. I'm glad you're back. Is the dream house finished? No. It's getting close. Driveway got put up today. Or got filled today. I tweeted a picture of my fireplace. It looks pretty good. If you guys don't follow me on Twitter, you should. I put random stuff on there. Schaefer. I think that watch was sold already. I think his car is not sold, but the watch is sold. I'm not a billionaire. The 5th event is called Quintuple Effect. Is that what it's called? It doesn't sound as good. It doesn't sound as good as Quadfecta or Pentafecta. So it's Quintuple. Jesse, maybe. I don't know who he is. What was more fun at a track, the go-kart or Ferrari? That go-kart was actually pretty fun, but it's impossible to pass anyone. So, I would say that both were very fun. How many cars do you own? I own 3 cars. One is my wife's, and I have 2. That's it. I don't have a lot. CO Chainlink. Okay. I might watch it. Did you see the limited edition of 1794 Tundra? I did. I'm not very impressed with it. I mean, Toyota is just like the big 3. They just keep coming out with more and more editions of their truck because they know truck people love their like shiny premium stuff now. So like there's like 6 different versions of Tundra. The only Tundra I would buy is the TRD Pro one. I mean, that's the only one I would buy. Tundras cost a ton now too. I mean, they're getting up there in price. Yeah, I don't know what the deal is with Jimmy Butler and his new emo hairdo. It just does not look right, and he's acting all emo too. I don't know what his thing is. I know it's a prank of some sort, but I don't get it. I don't even know what he's trying to say. Norman, I appreciate that. Mike, I'm glad I'm glad you made it. Real estate will crash in 2024, 2026. Daddy saw, I don't think it's going to crash. I think it's going to soften and weaken, but I don't think we're going to see another real estate crash for sure. What are you looking forward to in the next couple months? Crypto, non-crypto related? Oh, of course, crypto related. I think it's going to get very exciting the last 2 months of this year. Actually, 3 months. October, I think it's going to be good. And then September, and then November, December, both should be very good. Let's not forget, end of the year, Santa Rally. That's around the corner. I don't think that changes this year, especially since we're coming off from bottom. We're not coming off from top. We're coming off from bottom. So, should be good. Delilah, I just got a new car. What car did you get? F-150 Tremor or AT4X? I don't know what the AT4X is. Is it a Silverado? The Tremor looks okay. I like the Tremor. It's good. Quintuple effect. I'm going to have to say that quintuple effect. Last year's no Santa Rally because, of course, it's obvious because we're coming off from a top, right? But now we're coming up from a bottom. So, and last year, of course, we had endless rate hikes. This year we had it, but it slowed down. So last year, of course, we weren't going to get it. But this year around is different. I don't know. GT says, George, you never said this morning how you overspent this last week. Oh, man. Don't remind me. I don't think I ever spent so much partying so hard within 3 days time span or 4 days time span. Yeah, I had a lot of guys with me. You know, I had like 10 or 12 people, guys and gals, you know, hanging out after Cypherpunk. And, you know, we were hitting all the hot Miami clubs. And I spent like, you know, I must have spent like 20 G's. That's just insane. Not something that I'm proud of, but again, like, we had a hell of a time. I bonded with so many people, made some new friends, got to see some people, you know, drunk. But yeah, I spent probably like 20 G's. I was in a room that James Harden was in the night before. And I was in a room that was next to the room that was reserved for Drake that was supposed to show up, but he didn't. So just to give you context, how expensive that, you know, that is. It's fun thinking about it. You know, it's a good time. Am I going to do it again? Probably not, but it was a good experience. And like I said, it was a bonding experience. Had a lot of people with me. We're having a lot of fun. And, you know, we were out until like 6 a.m. every single day. Like, that's why I had no sleep at Cypherpunk. And even when I came home, that's why I'm so damn sick. Sam, I gotta say, I've been to Vegas, right? Like I was in Vegas a few months ago, and I was in Miami before. But like, if I had to compare Vegas and Miami clubs are much better, much more wild, and much more expensive. So I would say, yeah, be careful. I didn't hang out with Harden. I was just told that the same room that we were in, Harden was in the night before, and we had a masseuse in there, and she verified that that was true. She actually gave Harden massages. So, yeah, it's kind of cool to think about. Joshua knows what I'm talking about. We hung out the first night. But, Joshua's like, enough is enough. I need to get back to work. So he unfortunately did not make it the next 2 nights. But we had a good time the first night. The second 2 nights were just too wild. Like, should never, ever be repeated again. It was just nuts. But like I said, the point of going to Miami or Fort Lauderdale was for the conference, right? Met a lot of people. We had a lot of good panels, good educational and networking event, right? And outside of that, I also made a lot of friends, a lot of connections, and got a lot closer with a lot of people. So overall, it was a good good week. Did anyone take photos? Yeah, yes, but they're not being posted. I tweeted a few out, but I was very selective in the ones I tweeted. So we don't want those pictures to come out. Am I going to release more house videos? Yes. It's just that, with house builds, there are times where there's just nothing to show. But recently there's been a lot. So the drywall was put in today. All the faucets and everything was put in. Cabinets and countertops and backsplashes were put in. So pretty soon I'll do another house video. But it's getting pretty close of being complete. Do you think that FUV will maintain value or maybe make money if I get first allocation? What's a FUV? Cryptojet. Is it like some futuristic EV from some company I don't know of? I don't know. Did I learn something at CryptoPunk? Yes. One thing I learned that I made a video about is how enthusiastic people are, right? I know it's a generic answer, but that's true. A lot of people are building. They're not giving up. They don't care about the FUD, right? And they're building, and these are the type of people and projects that will survive. They'll do very well in the coming bull market, right? And that was just a small event. If you attend any of these large conferences, you'll see the same thing. There's so much going on, so much bullishness. When you tend to just hang out on Twitter and read headline news, they're all like pretty negative, okay? Like when you see headlines, like just scary headlines all over the place, they're not good. They make you doubt yourself, right? So one of the good things about attending conferences is that you get to meet people that are really passionate and bullish about the space, not just about the price, but about what's being built. And that is important. That is what gets you revitalized, and gets your passion back about the space, right? So, yeah. Heaven Almighty, welcome. Hello from Canada, Camille. Welcome. Max B says, live it up. We can't live forever. That is true. We don't know how much time we have, right? So if you want to live it up, got a little extra money, you want to have some fun, go do it. Who's going to judge you? Maybe your wife or your girlfriend, but still. Live it up while you still can, right? I said this. Partying in your 40s sucks compared to your 30s. It sucks compared to your 20s. You're only getting older. So I can't imagine like having late night drinking sessions at 50 or 60s. That's just not possible. FUV, first SUV Ferrari. No, that's just called a Purosangue, okay? Just call it by Purosangue. Don't call it FUV. It looks cool. I don't know if it's going to hold its value, though. I can still order it. Ferrari, my sales rep from Ferrari says I can order it. But I have to wait 3 years. The waiting list is 3 years, and I have to put $30,000 down. I don't know if it's worth it. My F8 was only a year and a half wait. I only put $10,000 down. Purosangue, they want $30,000 down, 3 years wait, and it's an SUV. So I don't know if Ferrari purists will, will like it and whether the value will hold. That is also ridiculously expensive SUV. It's like $400,000 base. You configure that, it's really easily $500,000, $600,000 car. Do I smoke weed? No, I don't. Never. Am I in the doghouse this week? No, I'm not. What happens in Miami stays in Miami, right? Isn't that how the motto goes? I got the first allocation for it, Crypto Jet. Ferrari told me I cannot sell first year. If I want to sell for a year, you have to sell it. You can only sell it to Ferrari. Yeah, that's what they told me. You could sell it first year, but they will ban you permanently. So that's what's going to happen. After first year, then you can do whatever the hell you want with it. But you cannot sell it. But good luck getting it. I'm told the waiting list is 3 years. So, yeah, the bull market will be over. It'll be the year after the bull market, so I don't know. I'm 59, George, still exercising, swimming, though afternoon nap is getting more appealing. I hate taking naps. I love it and hate it. Because I feel naps are such time wasters, but when you wake up, you feel pretty good. So I'm conflicted on naps. But good for you, man. You guys are killing it. You know, if you're active, still in your late 50s, 60s, you guys are killing it. If you're telling me partying at 40s making it much tougher than the mid-30s, I might have to stick with water next vacation. Well, if you haven't partied for like 7 years, right, you're in for a rude awakening, Sam. So, yeah, if you haven't partied since your mid-30s and now you're in your 40s, yeah, you should prepare. It's not going to be the same. All right, guys. Overall, it is what it is. Bitcoin is still strong. The market is still strong. We came back down a little bit. We got a little fearful today because of the Feds, you know, what they said, but who cares, right? Fiat is garbage. We know Bitcoin is the way. No one is going to outperform Bitcoin long term. And we got more and more giants coming into this space. That's all you really need to know. Bitcoin is the way. Continue to hold OTCA, and I'll see you guys tomorrow, 8:30 a.m. Central Standard Time. All right? Have a good one. Take care. Bye-bye.